Hey guys, welcome to April. It's April 1st, April Fool's Day, but no fooling, still got math to do. First thing, make sure you've completed the mini over the absolute value. If you haven't done that yet, check out the email I sent to your parents or check out my website for the link to that. Make sure that gets done. Number two, we're going to do coordinate plane intro notes. These are going to go in your MSG, so make sure you have a copy of those. I did give these out to you the Friday before we left for all this, but just in case, I also have them linked on my website, and I emailed a copy home to your parents. It's attached to the email. Last thing, go back to the Spy Guys website and learn Alberta. There's a little activity on ordered pairs. Shouldn't take you very long. Just kind of a little practice over coordinate plane. Coordinate plane is something that's not new. You guys have seen this before. We have the two numbers, and you come over the x-axis, and you go up the y. You draw a dot, and then you draw pictures. Okay, but the difference is now we're going to be talking about the whole coordinate plane with the integers as well, the negative numbers and the positive numbers. So looking at your first sheet of notes that I gave you, the upper half looks like this with the x and y in the bottom. First off, whenever you're doing ordered pairs, you always start in the middle, which is the origin. This is the 0, 0. That's where the two axes meet. The left to right axis is the x-axis. The up and down is the y-axis. Now, when you start at the origin, if your first number is positive, you're going to go to your right. If your first number is negative, you go to the left. The second number in an ordered pair tells you whether or not you go up or down. Positive means you go up, negative means you go down. And when you do this, you're going to end up in one of four quadrants. We start with our quadrant one, which is where both numbers are positive. Your x is positive and your y is positive because you're going to come right and go up. That's why it's positive, positive. Quadrant two, this is where your x is negative, but your y is still positive. So you're going to come to the left and then go up. Quadrant three, where both numbers are negative. You're going to come left from the origin and then down from the x-axis. And then quadrant number four, where the x is positive, because you're going to go right, but then you're going to go negative y, so you're going to go down. So make sure, so pause it right here if you need to fill all this in, because now we're going to go to the second page that was emailed. And it starts off with the same similar information, just written a little bit different ways. Okay, the coordinate plane is a grid consisting of two perpendicular number lines, the x, which is the horizontal side to side, and the y-axis, which is the vertical, the up and down. The 0, 0 is the origin, just like we said. And here, once again, we have our quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4 with our two positives, negative, positive, negative, negative, positive, negative. These are what's called ordered pairs. When it comes with an x and a y, it's ordered pairs. Underneath that, it says, how do you plot it? All ordered pairs are written as x, y. If you think about it, x comes before y in the alphabet. So the first number tells you how far to go across. So you always start at the origin. And if I look at the letter P, the one in red, it says 4, 2. That means I want to go to the right 4 and then go up 2. And that's where the letter P is. Now, if I want to plot this dot, I want to start at the origin. And the x is negative 2, so I want to go left 2. And then the y is positive, so I go up 4. Here, they're both negative, so I want to go left 5, down 2. For this last dot, I want to go to the right 1 because it's positive, and then down 3 because it's negative. So remember, you always have to walk in the building before going up or down the elevator. So in other words, go across the x-axis with the first number, then up and down with the second. And the last page of notes you guys have looks like this. Coordinate plane practice. We're going to write the ordered pair for each point in the plane to the left. So C is right here. So we start at the origin. You're going to go 4 steps to the left, so it's negative 4. Then you go 3 steps to the right. Or sorry, 3 steps up, excuse me. So that's why it's negative 4, 3. So for letter D, which is right here, you start at the origin. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. And you go down 2. So it should say 4, negative 2. Letter E, you start at the origin. You're going to go to the right 5, down 3. So it should be 5, negative 3. So go ahead and try letter F on your own. So pause it right here and go ahead and do F, I, and K. Let's see how you did. So pause those, and then we'll come back and check the other ones. Okay, so for letter F, you should add -2, 4, because you're going to go -2, up 4. I, you should add +3, +4, so you're going to come to the right 3 and up 4. K should have been -3, 1, because you're going to go to the left 3 and then up 1. So if you got those right, finish off the rest of them. Go for it. So pause right here, finish off the rest of the handout, and then we'll come back. Okay, now that you're done with the pause, you have letter V, which is at 5, 2, +5, +2. W is 1, 1, so +1, +1. X, we're looking at this X, not that X, this X. For Y, we're looking at 3, -5. We're looking at this letter Y, not that letter Y. That's just labeling X-axis, Y-axis, and origin. For Z, you have -6, -4. I hope you got all those right. Now, the bottom half is where you're going to be plotting points. So C is at 0, 0. So we're going to see 0, 0 is just our origin. So we come right here to our origin, and we're going to label that letter C. Letter O is at -2, -1. So once again, we're going to start at our origin. We're going to go left 2, down 1, and that's going to be letter O. Always label your points. Letter A is at -2. So start at the origin, go -2, and go up 3. And that's letter A. So pause it right here, try the rest of them, and come back. Okay, so yours should look like this now. Now, the ones people get confused more are letters R and letters T. Letter R says -4, so I want to go left 4, and then 0, which means I don't go up or down. I just stay right there on the line. Letter T means I do not go left or right because the first number is 0, but I do go up 4. So that's why those are left like that. And if you did this right, if you look at the top 4 letters and the bottom 5 letters, the secret message is math rocks. Okay, now go on into the Spy Guys website. The link was in the email, and good luck.